Greetings and salutations, everyone. Welcome back to Rockhaven Homestead, and we are looking at a 2020 year in review of the journal. I know it's been a little while coming. I said in our last video on here that I would be doing that, and I am true to my word. I am doing that, and it starts at the goal page right here, 2020. And 2020 was, as everybody knows by now, a year of just a weird year for everybody. So the entries in here will, as we review, I'll go over what I liked and disliked about the journal, what I'm changing in the future. But for now, 2020. It's always good to start off with a little bit of creativity. This year in review, I kept putting in green, has been the consistent color for the scripture that I would put in here and stuff. We have video counts. I did keep track of this. I changed it a little bit this coming year, and I'll show you that when I get there. But 2020, this is how I did the video count. It was a little off and not as easy to, not the way I would want it to look this coming year, so that's why I changed it. But we did do that. We have just different record keeping from here and homestead stuff, and let me see, more of those. I've got a space right here I could use for a doodle or something like that, but I don't think I will. I think I've already gone past that in my numbering up here in the front, where we have our, there you go, have our stuff, doodles, Bible quotes and verses and stuff like that. This is something that I would recommend everybody doing, is definitely keeping an index for your journal and then writing in different things that you would put in, like homesteading info pics have been new this past year. In 2020 is 91, 93, 100, and so on and so forth. 2021 begins right there. Scrapbooking in memories is something I started doing this last year. Opportunity, I like this quote from Edison. Opportunity is missed by most people because it is dressed like because it is dressed in overalls and looks like work. That is true. Okay, so there's the video count part. Record keeping. Continuing to have different writings. A lot of I was able to keep the journal up this year, and I successfully wrote in it. I found that if I'll write on Sundays and Wednesdays, make a point to do that while I'm sitting down, because Sundays is usually kind of a rest day around the homestead anyway, so that's a good one to do, a good day to set aside for it. So making an entry about twice a week is a fair way to do it. I wrote this down, the Bene Gesserit Litany Against Fear from Dune by Frank Herbert. I really liked this. I must not fear. Fear is the mind killer. Fear is the little death that brings total obliteration. I will face my fear. I will permit it to pass over me and through me. And when it has gone past, I will turn the inner eye to see its path. Where fear has gone, there will be nothing. Only I will remain. I didn't read that as well as I wanted to, but it was good to keep records this past year, because you did get to make notes about different things, especially with everything going on. It was a good year to start journaling, so you could keep your feelings down on it. It acts as a way for you to keep track of the different stuff you have going on in your head during times like that. And then I started doing this, like I was saying, scrapbooking. So you got Silver Dollar City and Ileana's ticket and Adonijah's ticket. That was my ticket, so I put mine facing frontwards, and then that was fun to put in there. Just something for people to see and keep. We went to the Wizard of Oz in 2019, and I found the ticket and I put it in here, so that was fun. And this, I've been putting several doodles in, and this is something that is valuable. I know there are some people who don't like to put pictures or outside things in their journal, but I find for me that it's a good way to not just keep information like Tasty Figs are a member of the mulberry family. Well, now I know that, and I can keep that in my journal. Or I can put my TV head that I built on here, I can make a little doodle about it, put it on there when I did it, or when I made the doodle anyway. So you have a lot of, I encourage people to add visual things to their journal, because it helps understand your frame of mind at the time too, what you were thinking was important to cut out. Like this is in there now, and I have it for as long as I have this journal. I have this water bath canning information on a how-to, and it's just right there. Even if it becomes second nature for me to can by the time I get older or something, I still have this to help guide me and to look back on, or to just show to someone else. Like in different watermelon, different melon varieties, stuff like that. That was a Homestead info thing, and I just like keeping those. And this was actually a memory. I kept these pictures because the kids and I went to and right here it says, the kids and I went with Momo and Papa to a Farm Bureau function at this homestead. I believe it would have to have been in 2017, since that is when this farm was spotlighted by Farm Bureau. And so this is actually really nice to be able to have a visual aid to a memory. And even if I get old and start to lose my memories, these will help reawaken these visual aids. A picture of the oils I use. This is one of my favorite doodles I did last year. This is a spaceship battle, and I was like, oh, I really liked that. I just started, I wanted to make a spaceship battle, but I was like, oh, well, how am I going to do that? And I just make some shapes, because spaceships can be any shape, really. So, there we go. Pretty, I liked that one. That reminds me of Addie, somebody catching a bass, because almost every time Addie puts his hook in the water, he ends up getting a fish. I put this one in here because, my dad and I played a lot of that, and just general things that have been helpful and positive in the year, like goal pictures of cattle. Goal pictures are really nice to have, and I've liked this place, this aesthetic that it was going for, and those can be inspirational too for you in the future. Come back and look over your old journals and see the things that you were cutting out of different I've inserted a lot right there. Different things. There's another doodle. I haven't really finished that, which is why I had started earlier in the year putting started and then finished, and this has been started but not finished because I don't know what I want to add to that. When I got my solar unit that we're going to see this coming year put up, from Missouri Wind and Solar, and I got a sticker when I did, so I put it right here in the journal, and that was nice. So last thing, and that was the last entry there, and just record keeping for myself again. And then 2021 started, so I put that as the graphic for 2021 beginning. And this year I'm going to be keeping 2021 video count, and I'm going to just put dots or dashes or hash marks, because I am unsure. The GV is the general voice. It's basically what I use as a header for the ministry that I do. So that one's going to include ones for the church, the broadcasts that we do for the church, because I'm the one doing those on my phone and stuff. So that'll count for there. Rockhaven Homestead, of course, it'll have its own video count. The IOPC and TIWA, and I left a little space down here between these two things for this is record keeping also, because I may add Orion in there if I start trying to get a video out each month for him or something. I don't think I'll do that anytime soon. He would have to get a lot more traction on his on the channel, but I'm going to be doing an update for him, an update video on the head in a little bit, so it might work out. That. And that's basically where we've come to. I haven't put any scrapbooking in yet, but I've left a couple spaces right here and here for doodles or scrapbooking. And I will probably do that coming up soon, because I've got pictures and things like that that I want to put in there, stickers and stuff. So that is that. And as you can see, this year I've gone for a more condensed spacing of the month. So I've got this one, so on and so forth, so that I don't have to be turning over and over again through my journal portion that comes through that year, because by the time this year we'll get to the December portion of this 2021 fairly soon with regular entries. So 2 or 3 months in, I'll probably have that done if I don't do any extra entries and stuff. So that's going to be something that I'm working around, and that's basically the main update. I'll be putting in, one thing I do want to put in that I might show later is a weekly tasks checklist of some kind. I'm trying to find a system that works for me on the different things I want to accomplish in a week, any given week. These things need accomplished, and then you have additional tasks to the side or something to organize that graphically, so that I can do like a checklist on it, erase it if I need to, and then do another checklist. I don't think I'd put it in here, because I don't think I'd put it in here like these as an entry, like on a page, like this week, because you'd have to do 52 of them, plus these, plus your entries each time you write in your journal, and I don't think I want to do that. So I'm going to probably just put a basic one in here as a reminder for myself and for you guys to see at some point. And then next year, if I update it, I'll show you how I update it and change it around. So keep an eye out for that. We'll probably do that at some point for the IOPC, not the IOPC, the Rockhaven Homestead, and our journal updates. But I think that's all for now. I did want to show you guys this neat little thing. You're gonna be seeing some fun little designs in here, probably with that little alphabet cipher thing that I'm developing for the Inn of Planar Crossroads and its logos and stuff. That should be fun. So that's everything I have for this update, you guys, on our journal. It has been a successful, I think this is the 3rd year, so because we got 2019, 2020, and 2021 in here, counting this year. So this is going to be the 3rd year of journaling, which is an accomplishment for me. Usually it's accomplishment nowadays for a lot of people to get to 3 years of journaling. So good stuff. Hopefully you guys can find ways to keep you consistent. Hopefully this helps you stay consistent, not just in your journaling, but in all your goals. I want to make a point to highlight other channels that I run. So there's the Gentle Voice for Ministry, but it usually is, we're focused more on getting things done with the church. So with broadcasting church services. So you can find that at Bonanza Church of Christ on Facebook. But I also want to try and do some videos for the Gentle Voice itself. Hopefully at least 1 or 2 this year, and put up a lesson or so in a more graphically pleasing way than just doing it on the broadcast. What else? The Inn of Planar Crossroads for those that like tabletop gaming and hobby type stuff. The Eden Wellness Alliance has some health information on there and different things like that if you want to check those out. Health article reviews and goings over, as well as as Orion for those tech style updates on the head and stuff like that. And if I do any type of, like, I need to build a PC this year for use on videos and stuff, but I want to make it portable, so it's going to be its own, and it's going to be its own different little case and stuff that's not a normal PC case. So I will probably put that over there on the Orion portion, the building and the true full spec highlight and stuff like that, and just mention it in here at Rockhaven Homestead or the Inn of Planar Crossroads. So if you want tech style type of content, you could check over there at the at Orion's YouTube. But like I said, I think that's everything. So, as always, have a great day. God bless and enjoy. Bye.